Hey YouTube, this is Kama back again with another Metahero video. Thanks for clicking on my video, and heads up, I am not a financial advisor, so please do your own research before making any investments. Today I'm going to do a video on Metahero, and what it'll take to push us to that $1. Now before getting into any of that, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. I'm almost at that 1,000 sub mark, and I'm hoping with your support, I'll finally be able to achieve it. Now the reason why I'm making this video is due to the increase of interest in the project. So several of my subscribers reached out to me and asked me, is $1 realistic? And actually it really is. So I'm not going to give you the entire breakdown of what Metahero is. If you want to see that, click on the link above to a previous video that I made. But a quick synopsis is, they want to bring 3D technology mainstream. They have partnered with Wolf Studios, whom is a global leader in 3D scanning and modeling. They want to offer use cases such as creating avatars for gaming, as well as social, fashion, and scan artwork to create NFTs. And as I mentioned in a previous video before, this technology would actually work very well in the medical field, especially for prosthetics. Here's an idea of what the hardware looks like, and this would be a full body scan, which they call the Meta Scanner, which will allow up to 4 people to get inside, which will allow the built-in 64 cameras to scan you. Once scanned, it will be uploaded, rendered, and be able to be used for any application you desire. At the moment, there's over 80,000 holders, 233 million has been burned, and a circulating supply of close to 4.7 million tokens. Now that number is a little bit different from what I've seen on CoinMarketCap, so I'm going to use the numbers on CoinMarketCap for my future example. Now at the time of uploading this video, price is sitting at roughly 14 cents. Now as you can see from the chart, this is its all-time high, and the 24-hour volume has been 41 million, putting the current market cap at 821 million. Okay, so let's see how we get Metahero to $1. Now, use case aside, what has to happen with the circulating supply, the price, or the market cap to get us to $1? Now, in this example, I'm going to use the current price as of recording, which is 14 cents, so 0.1418. And from CoinMarketCap, the circulating supply is 5,751,408,224. And as you can see from the formula above, if you take the circulating supply, multiply it by the price, that's how you get the market cap, which is sitting at 815,549,686. So for us to have an increase in price, the circulating supply has to either go down or the market cap has to go up, or a combination of both. Now remember, Metahero has a 5% transaction fee. 1% rewards the holders, 1% is being burned. So the more Metahero is traded, the more circulating supply will be burned. And relative to that, the more Metahero is traded, especially bought, the higher the market cap will be. So realistically, if you look at these numbers, so we're at the 14 cent right here. This is our current circulating supply. This is our current market cap. Even if we shoot all the way to $1, okay, so without touching the circulating supply, we'll just say it stays static and there is no burn. Realistically, 5.7 billion isn't that much. There are meme coins such as Shiba Inu that has a 394 trillion circulating supply with an over $11.4 billion market cap. Now granted, the price is 0.40 something, but I think you can understand my point. This is actually a viable product with use case, and it's not unrealistic to be at that 1 billion market cap. I mean, we're almost at a billion now. So to be at 3 to 5 billion market cap, I don't think it's unrealistic at all. Now, obviously, the higher the market cap goes, the more we're going to burn. So the circulating supply will actually decrease. So now let's just play around with the circulating supply a little bit. The lower the circulating supply, the less the market cap has to be for us to have a higher price point. So we're going to keep this row up here static because that's our current situation. And let's say that this is going to be a successful long-term project. Now, I know there's a lot of speculation. I know that this is just an assumption. For the sake of argument, assume that this project is going to be around for the next 10 years and it's going to be successful. And even though this project is only a few months old, we'll assume that line 1 is year 1. Now let's take the average 24-hour volume since conception until today. It's been roughly 30 million, give or take. So I'm just going to go with 30 million across the board, even though it's at 41 million today. So we're just going to go average. So like I was saying earlier, there's a 5% fee. 1% is rewarded to holders. 1% goes to the burn wallet. 1.5% is exchanged to BNB, plus 1.5% hero to auto liquidity. Now the part of that I'm worried about the most is going to be the burn. So as you all know, once something is burned, it removes tokens completely out of circulating supply. So what is 1% of 31 million? So 1% of 31 million is 310,000. And just now I'm realizing, I don't know if it was a typo. I don't know why I'm doing 31 million. I don't remember what I said before. I meant to just say 30 million, but now we're just going to go with 31 million. So average daily 24-hour volume, 31 million. 1% of that is 310,000. So like I'm showing above, I'm going to break this down by year. So if we take the average 24-hour volume and multiply it by 365, we will get 11,315 million. So let's see what 1% burn of 11 billion is. So when doing the math, 1% of 11.3 billion is 113,150,000. Now you can see where I'm going with this. 113,150,000 burned per year isn't a lot. It's barely going to move the needle. So in year 2, I deducted that 1% for the entire year, and it brought the requirement for the market cap down. So I just applied that formula for years 3 through 10, and assuming I did my math right, well, I guess if I didn't do my math right, then someone's going to put it in the comments section. So we'll all find out together. But assuming that I did the math right, the circulating supply decreases by about 1 billion over the course of 10 years. Also, the market cap amount has been decreased for each price point I put in, but not by a lot. Now, don't let this discourage you. I'm using the low average of the daily 24-hour volume. So this is subject to change. This can double, this can triple, this can quadruple. So that changes the numbers completely. Also, another thing I didn't do is I didn't adjust the price to reflect the new lower circulating supply. So let's do that now and see what happens. So how you find out price is you divide the market cap by the circulating supply. So let's see if that works out here. So this is the original number we started off with, was 14 cents. So this should stay the same. So like I said, year 1, this is the constant. This is where we're at. So what we're going to do is divide the market cap by the circulating supply, which gives us the original 14 cents. And now I'm going to apply this formula to the rest of the graph. Also, I'm going to bring the current market cap all the way down to the 10-year, and we'll adjust it accordingly. So as you can see, the original market cap with the adjusted circulating supply deducted every year from that 1% burn only increases over the course of 10 years, the price from 14 cents, which is the current price, to about 17 cents. Now, realistically speaking, we know the circulating supply is going to go down and the market price should go up. So I'm just going to put milestone numbers in here that I felt that this project could achieve. So realistically speaking, I see no reason why the market cap can't go to 1 billion. Now remember, every one of these years, these are adjusted with the 1% burn, according to the daily average of 31 million. So what I did is for year 2, I have us at 1 billion. And then I increased it incrementally by 250 million per year. I think that's a realistic goal, realistic expectations. But this is over the course of 10 years, remember. So at the end of 10 years, at a 4.7 billion circulating supply with a 3.2 billion market cap, we're sitting at almost 70 cents. So not quite $1. Now, I'm not saying any of this to dishearten anybody. You know, math doesn't lie, but these are arbitrary numbers that I'm using. This circulating supply could be half as much by the time we get to 10 years. Also, the market cap could be double. So let's just say we get down to 3 billion circulating supply within the next few years or even in 10 years. That drastically changed the number. With the 3 billion circulating supply and a 3.2 billion market cap, we're at almost $1.10. And of course, we could do the same thing on the other side. I don't want to keep going back and forth, but we could double the market cap without having to worry about the circulating supply. That's kind of what we're looking at here. And I had this down for 10 years, and I think that's a very conservative goal. With the speed Metahero's picking up, especially since inception, which has only been a few months ago, I can realistically see this happening in half the time. Now, I want to be a liar. I want this to be a lie. I want you to tell me, no, it's going to happen in a year. It's going to happen in 2 years. It may. But I also want to temper my expectations as well. I'm in this for the long run. I want to be talking about this for the next 10 years. And I wouldn't be mad if these goals were met in 10 years. But I don't want anybody to get disappointed and invest now, FOMO in, and think they're going to be able to 10x their new investment. So everything that I said is not financial advice, obviously. But I like to tell anybody that's a new investor or anybody that's looking into a new project, just have real expectations and invest. And know what the word invest means. You're investing in something you think is innovative and has real world use. Now, there's nothing wrong with scalping. There's nothing wrong with putting $100 in and making $1,000 and pulling it out. And I would never begrudge anybody for doing that. But in this situation, this is not that type of project. This is not that type of investment. This is an actual investment. This is a long-term hold. Now, long-term could be 2 years from now. Long-term could be 5 years from now. I'm in it to win it. Unless something drastically or traumatically happens, I'm in it for 5+ years. But then again, I don't have my house on this. I, just like anybody else, I like to have a diverse portfolio. Crypto only makes up about 3% of what I hold in general. And I can't put thousands upon thousands of dollars in each crypto project that I think is amazing. I could put a few hundred, I could put one BNB, but I try not to put myself in a situation where I throw money against the wall and hope something sticks. I invest in projects that I think are going to be here for the long run, and I'm willing to wait that time out. So again, never invest anything that you can't afford to lose, and never put any money in that you think you're going to need in a week, 2 weeks, or a month, or within 6 months. If you're barely making rent, this isn't that type of investment. You're not gonna be able to scalp this. So I know I said that about 3 times in 3 different ways, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you didn't find the math disheartening, but at the same time, my numbers were very conservative. And in my opinion, I honestly feel within 3 to 5 years, we're gonna see the better of those numbers as opposed to the worst case scenario. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, punch that notification bell. It really means a lot to me. I'm trying to hit that 1K mark. And as always, take care and have a blessed day.